All right, what's going on, everybody? IPP my kids IRL here, and today I got Sir Chubulus with me.
What it do? We back at it.
We're back at it, and so what we're going to dive into right now is some of the news that's been coming out lately about season two and everything, kind of regarding what we've kind of found out about it since. So season two will be available starting November 25th, and also what you will be seeing is if your server is transferring into season two, and they're giving you a date underneath, is I'm gonna have it pulled up right here. Is the season two roleplay server pre-registration? So you're gonna decide kind of whether or not you're going on the season two roleplay server, and we're gonna or regular season two. So we're gonna talk all about that here in a second. But let's dive into it's coming out November 25th, guys. So November 25th, we know that we're transferring over into season two. So
That's right.
pretty good stuff. So let's so what we're going to kind of be doing also is we're going to be streaming right whenever it comes out, whatever time that they give us. We're going to be hopping on here. We're going to be in it, boys. So y'all are going to see our starts. I'll be the one streaming IPVP my kids, and we're going to be bringing on everybody, trying to get everybody in, and you're going to hear all about our starts and everything like that, and what commanders we're doing, how we're doing it. Also, guys, so in the meantime of kind of playing Lord of the Rings 2, we're probably going to be playing some other games too, just to keep things busy and keep things rolling. So in the comments beneath, let us know what games you would like us to play while we are playing Lord of the Rings Rise to War as well. So just let us know in the comments down below what games you would like to see us play while we're playing Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So let's dive into probably the biggest thing that they've released yet is the 4 new commanders that we got. So we already know that they did kind of spoiler alert one of them. It's Thorin Oakenshield. Obviously, we've been hinting at this for a while. I called it in one of our other videos. So who do we have right here, Chubulus? Who do we got right over here?
So, looking at the image where the heroes are kind of blacked out, you obviously know that the image of Thorin, you can kind of see where he's at. He's into the middle to the right there, but the middle to the left now, what kind of throws you off is the cats. And so, if you do a little bit of search in Google, there actually is a Lord of the Cats, and I'm probably going to mispronounce this name, but it's called Tevel. That person is called Tevildo, a Tevildo, and that's their title is Lord of the Cats, and it was Morgoth's servant. And so that Lord of the Cats is actually going to be a bad unit. We don't, based on this picture, we don't know if these are purple or gold commanders, but we can tell that one in particular is going to be a evil unit.
Yep, just from judging that. And then we also got, so a little bit beforehand, I think it got deleted was someone did like a clarity picture. I couldn't find it. I looked all over for it. But the one on the left looks like he's from either Gondor or Rohan. If I had to
Yeah, it
take a
looks good
straight
side.
he looks to be good side. I saw the picture of it and I was like, man, he's got like a emblem on his shield. I think it was for the good side, but and he looks like wearing armor. I don't think there was any evil side guy that looked this righteous, you could say. Also, we have it looks to be a first age elf, probably an elf lord of some kind. I would reason to believe, guys, that these are more than likely going to be gold. Thorin, I wouldn't place him on the same level as Gimli. I would reckon to believe there might be a good chance he could be purple as well, though. There's a good chance, but that's all
Yeah.
speculation. That's all speculation.
Now they can use another gold, a gold uh, dwarf because all you have is Dane Ironfoot as the only dwarf gold unit.
Mm-hmm.
So very possible that's a gold Thorin.
Yep. But the elf and the male kind of Gondor male leader, we actually don't really know yet. I think there's going to be more to come. Definitely ones that are a bit more evil looking. We haven't seen the Defiler yet. I mean, if they're bringing Thorin out, they're definitely going to be coming out with the Defiler. So I'll go ahead and call that one like I called Thorin. Obviously he's going to be going.
A Bilbo Baggins has got to
Yes.
be somewhere in the pipeline. So
Yes.
yeah, just be expecting not this season maybe, but next season. And furthermore, guys, this game's predecessor, as you guys heard us call, is Immortal Conquest. Immortal Conquest, whenever it went into a new season, always came out with new commanders. So
Yep.
I wouldn't just expect new commanders this season, but I would expect new commanders season 3 and 4. Now there was a point where they stopped making new commanders, but that was like season 5 or 6, maybe. I don't really recall off the top of my head right now.
Yep.
But you can count on new commanders coming most every season.
Yeah, and let's hope that these stick around because unlike Immortal Conquest, you had more of a chance of pulling one commander in one season. Um, I haven't pulled a gold at all this season. So Chubulus has only pulled one, and Raging Z is about to have two or three, I believe, after talking with him last night. So the chances. So let's hope these are not season specific. That they're included in the poll, and you're able to kind of get them whenever.
That's
Also, on
right.
the topic of the game's predecessor, we think not confirmed, but that the season rewards. So there's like a time whenever everything is locked in. There was a time when everything was locked in, almost like on the day before, on like the 24th. We think that the game might lock the rewards. It will announce it. You will hear a clear announcement coming across that you have this amount of time to take gold, gold, gold,
Right.
and all your rewards will be locked in. We don't know if that's the case in this. We'll know closer to the end of the season. But so that's kind of the news so far, guys. And
Just be out on the lookout on that.
yeah,
That was
be
that,
on the
that was
lookout for the updates. Absolutely. So let's dive into the season 2 roleplay server, the registration, and what's going to be different in between. So just going to rattle them off real quick. So we got the new Ring Tech Persuasion, which we believe is going to be related to the using of commanders and units from other factions. Use of commanders from the opposite alignment required during season 1. We've also got you can build embassies, which lets you build camps from the opposite alignment outside of your base, a lot like a fort. You can hire and build armies with units of the opposite alignment. You can change the alignment of the tips that appear in the tavern. You can open Matham chest for commanders of the opposite alignment. So this is going to be pretty big here. More than likely, you're going to have like one free chest of each faction, whenever the server dailies hit. So one likely you'll see that. You'll also see, whenever, because I started on the evil side, I know that Lurtz is the Gandalf the Grey for, us, or on the good side, for instance. So we will have to see right whenever the server launches. I would bet that you're going to see both chests for good side, evil side. So I would pick your poison of who you want to dive into. I would, if you were good side, this is just our opinion. I would focus maybe on one evil side commander because I like how the embassies are going to work. You're really only going to, and the way barracks works, conscripting, you're going to want to mainly focus on maybe one evil side commander, maybe one, and then the rest are going to be good side. You've already built up a large portion of your good side commanders. I would maybe focus on maybe one gold, purple, maybe even blue, depending on your luck plays out. So that's just our
Mhm.
opinion on that. Yeah, and then you can change factions from good to evil and vice versa. So we
And
do
I think
not.
the last part everyone's really aware of, which is you keep all your equipment, you keep your respect levels, and none of the season goals really change. All
Yep.
that is the same going into the next season. But really, like the Matham chess might be something. If you're playing on a mixed server, it might be something that you flip flop. So, for instance, for myself, I have a Gimli that's respect level 5. I really just lucked out on getting Gimli, and so when Gimli's turn to pull Matham chess, I might keep that Gimli. But when it comes to some of the other pulls that I'm not invested in, like the elves for instance, I'm not that really invested in Arwen and
Legolas.
Legolas. So
Mm-hmm.
I might switch my Matham chest to whoever the evil side unit is. I don't know what Matham chest. Please comment below so that we have a clear picture, guys. But I don't know who that was. But during that poll, I might switch and start investing my Matham chest into those. So just something to think about on switching back. The tips, I wouldn't really consider that to be a hard thing to switch. You're not really getting a whole lot of tips. You might just want to keep going good side. But
Yep.
yeah,
And just to kind of clarify on the bottom part, we do know that you can use all equipment commanders across seasonal items. Those are the time speed ups that are not specific to your server, or season, I should say, season specific. Unique equipment and corresponding quest lines. That's the one at the bottom. Commander's equipment and neutral camps. We know that those are confirmed for both. New season goals. Um, what will be interesting is, and I hope that they do it for the people that are, missing out, or not really missing out, but want to stick more true to the evil side staying evil, good side staying, is each maybe side gets very specific quest that their faction has to do. Maybe there's some sort of Mordor versus Gondor, Rohan versus Isengard, Anor versus Agmar, because I know that Agmar way back in the day, they had a battle with Anor. So, the dwarves versus, I don't really know who the dwarves faced, but, maybe if they went up against Ruin, I would like to see some special stuff like that coming to the role-playing server. I think that would be really neat. Maybe some rewards coming their way, for that. That'd be really neat, Well, all right, though. Brought a lot at you, so let's just quickly go over persuasion real quick, because that's gonna be a big one. Just want to top it off real quick. That one has been confirmed to be the one relating to your units not having the debuff whenever you're using evil side with good side units, or vice versa. So evil commander with good side units, you might still have a debuff, 5, maybe 10%. After you've fully maxed out persuasion.
yeah, and I really hope that isn't the case, because if they want to actually be that as competitive as possible, like that, you really, if you're going to invest in persuasion, then I would like to see
0%.
that debuff completely, reversed. And to be clear, guys, we're talking about, you build an embassy, you build Urukai units. Let's say you went good side, you went Gondor, you built an embassy outside your base to build Urukai units, and then on your Gandalf the Grey, you put Urukai units um, in your Gandalf the Grey army. If you don't have points invested in persuasion, you will see a damage debuff. The persuasion is to reverse that damage debuff that the Urukai units will be having. So just to be clear on what exactly that's going to apply to, I really hope on the mix server that's not going to be the case. It's already going to be hard enough getting you like other commanders, if you wanted to get other commanders, because you're already so invested. But I think we're going to address that later on in another video.
Yep.
But yeah, that's pretty much persuasion in a nutshell, and that's why you really don't even need it on the role playing server.
Yep.
So
But we do know it won't even be coming to them, because it's a little dashed out minus sign. So I don't even think they'll even have access to even
right,
look at it as well.
right,
So we do have, probably the biggest ones are the embassy. Going to be outside your base. It's going to also be interesting whenever you move your base as well. So that'll be interesting. Hire and build armies. So we know about build armies, embassies, of course, but hire is going to be a whole other story now. Gondor will actually be pretty in a good spot. They're going to get Oathbreakers. Now they can go down south, pick up the giant elephants, and then possibly go into Gondor to pick up, or not Gondor, Mordor, to pick up the Fell Beast. So honestly, Gondor might be in a lot better position than now, even with having the Swan Knights. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting, but kind of want to wrap it up there, guys. Don't want to drag it out too long. Just wanted to bring y'all information about next season, our plans, and what we're looking forward to right now. Hashtag go Linden. No comment there. But all right, guys, that's it from us. This is IPP My Kids IRL signing off.
This is Sir Chubulous.
And we'll see y'all in the next one. Like,
Peace.
comment, subscribe, guys. It really helps us out. Just bringing as much information to you as possible as we can. We love the game, and we like sharing this with as many people as we can to try and help out as many new players as we can. So thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Later.